Thors Thunder Thoughts. Your thoughts are your most powerful asset that you have, that you can utilize on an every single day basis. I created this podcast to help you weaponize those thoughts and level them up. What is going on, Viking crew? Pumped to be sending this to you today. Are you pumped to be receiving it today? If you are, and I'm pretty sure that's the reason why you're listening to this, because you are, I would be so grateful if you could just make sure that you're hitting that subscribe button. You're listening to all these bad boys every single day, and you leave me a review or a comment of how you're enjoying these things. And if you do have any insights or anything that you need answers for that you're struggling with, hit me up. I would love to do an episode on that. But anyways, let's jump into it right now, because today is the day that it could be your day. And what I mean by that is every single day you have the decision on who you are. And so often in life, and I hear this when I talk to people constantly, it's like, well, I am this person. I am stupid. I am overweight. I am unsuccessful. I'm 40. I'm too old now. I hear these things constantly. Like all these beliefs that people have within themselves that they use as who they are. And that is a description of them. And just knowing those things, that isn't who you are. If you got a dad bod going on, that doesn't mean that you are a fat human being. That just means you got a couple pounds maybe you need to shed off. Or that could just be like, hey, I feel good in my dad bod. And my wife loves it, so I rock it. And in the end of the day, just because there are those people like Arnold Schwarzenegger out there that have muscles on muscles on muscles, and The Rock that goes to the gym 3 times a day, if that's not who you want to be, that doesn't mean you need to match up against that person. That doesn't mean that that person defines you. The only person that defines you is you. And the only person that can control the outcome of every single one of your days is you. So if you are going through your days describing yourself as, man, it's too late for me, and you're not like 70 years old, and even at 70, I would still say it's not too late for you. If you're not that, then today's your day. You get to decide who you are today. You get to decide where your life's going today. You get to decide everything about yourself. That is your right, your blessing of every single day. So no, you're never too late to get started on your new project, to start losing some weight, to start changing and being a happier person, a healthier person, a wealthier person. There is no due date on that. Like, we have so many things in our society now that are based on like the age-old tales when we used to die at 45, 55. We live averagely until 80, 90, 100 now. By the time you get to that age, it's going to have risen another 10 years. It's just crazy how much time we actually have. But yet we feel like we've pigeonholed ourselves. And we're like, well, I can't put round pegs in square holes. I'm square now. No, you're just telling yourself you're square. So start telling yourself a different story. It's all about the stories that we tell ourselves. And if you want something different in your life, and I know you do, that's the reason why you're listening to this. Because I want things different in my life. I'm not satisfied. I'm nowhere close to being satisfied. And I'm going to continue to change the version of myself so you can as well. I mean, every single day you have that right. And there's this thing called neuroplasticity in your brain. And you just need to change it. And one of the best books I've ever written, and I didn't write the book, read about this is Psycho-Cybernetics. If you've never listened to it, it doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, stay-at-home mom, athlete, doesn't really matter. You should be reading this. This will change your life. That book 1000% will change your life, but it's the neuroplasticity that's in our brains that we tell ourselves that we are these things, and we get defined these type of ways. And because of that, that's where we cap ourselves. So stop telling yourself stories that are not true. Stop telling yourself that it's too late so you don't have to push a little bit harder. Stop telling yourself that you can't do things so you don't have to grind it out a little bit more. Stop telling yourself that it will never happen for you because you just don't want to get uncomfortable. Be honest with yourself. If you don't actually want those things, and those aren't the things that you actually value and are set to achieve in your life, then that's okay. Just own that fact. But if it is, then you have to own that fact and make those changes. Stop telling yourself those stories. Anyways, guys, that is the rant, the thought of the day. Let's change some plasticity inside those brains of yours and rise up to that next level. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow on that next episode.